Hello, Al pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends, the film from 1996, the fantasy adventure film starring Dennis Quaid and Sean Connery as the voice of Draco. It is Dragonheart. The friend, so far. I haven't, still waiting on the Birdman. Not quite sure if he showed up, but he has the link. We'll see what happens. But I do have deleted scenes, the YouTube Ronin, the man who never sleeps, the man who is a robot. I am convinced he is AI personified. How are you doing, sir? Welcome. How are you doing today?
Fair to partly cloudy. How about yourself, Al?
I am doing all right. Like I said, a little hangover from last night, but not too bad. For those who joined us for Jaws last night, we had a great rewatch. Me and the Birdman. We have a thing that both of us are kind of lonely guys, and we started this thing a couple years ago of on holidays. He and I do a movie together. It's kind of our little thing. It started with Scent of a Woman on Thanksgiving. We've done Christmas, and last year we did Jaws 4, I believe. and last night we did Jaws for 4th of July, and we've already planned that next 4th of July, Jaws 2. So I have to wait a year to watch the sequel to it. But tonight, though, it is Dragonheart. Why Dragonheart? Because dragons are kind of in right now. Got House of Dragon on Max, which is a very cool show for those who don't know. I've been watching it. And tomorrow night, the movie rewatch for Netter's channel at 10 o'clock tomorrow night, which I'll be a part of, as per usual, is Dragon Slayer from 1983, I believe. And that is a great film, one of my favorite films, and looking forward to that. So I thought it'd be a nice little, have a nice little dragon weekend here by doing Dragonheart. I'm sure you've seen Dragonheart, haven't you, the latest scenes?
I have. It's been a little while. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to revisit it tonight and
Yeah,
look at it through new eyes.
And I've only ever seen the first one. I have not seen I don't even know how many sequels are. I know at least 3, possibly
I think
4.
there's like
or 5.
Yes, I think there's like 5 now. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really out there. So, but I've only ever seen this one, which I'm really hoping the Birdman still shows up before we get either too far in or start, because this has a beautiful musical score. Randy Edelman. It is one of the great scores of the 90s. And it's been used continually for in other trailers, and even like they used it during the Olympics for something, and like the Oscars used it for one of their presentations. It is just a great musical score for this. Plus, it's just really cool to have a dragon and to have Sean Connery do the voice of the dragon. He's basically playing the dragon because they use his face, to kind of model Draco's face. So that's kind of cool. Let's see who's with us tonight. So far, we've got, of course, deleted scenes. Saluting everybody, saying hi to everybody in the chat. FKHC 2005, also known as Tim. Saying hail. Lady Mist, of course, the lovely garden fairy herself. Of course, I of course have posted, if you are interested in watching along tonight, the Cosby link to my Cosby. Last night I tried something, it worked. So knocking wood tonight, it still works again. I'm going to be running the Cosby, but I'm also going to be running my own separate in my media player. I have 2 copies, the same copy. I just doubled it, and So if something does happen with Cosby, you guys can let me know, because I'm going to be watching the StreamYard chat. I can't watch both. And so we'll go with that. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Yeah, it worked last night. And it was kind of neat. I had them almost synced together, but just enough that I could just barely hear the Cosby link, because I kept the audio just enough to know that it was on, and it stayed on the entire stream. So I was good. So let's not really dawdle too long, because I don't want to go into Troy's timeline. Let me get the Cosby up here. Let me select my media, which is load video file. Let me find that video file, and it is this one right here. And let me pause it. So before we get really started, make sure I kind of am on the same place. We get a little ahead on my copy, so that I'll start the Cosby and then go to mine. So that worked last night a little bit. So if you are ready, are you watching your own or Cosby?
Cosby.
You're watching my Cosby? Okay, so we're good to go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Universal Pictures logo.
Yep.
And it is a little apropos that we are watching Dragonheart tonight, because it also came out around the same time as Independence Day and Twister.
Oh, okay.
And which, of course, Independence Day, yesterday was Independence Day, so that movie's back in the lexicon again. And of course, we're about to get a sequel to Twister.
Dragonheart.
And
I am looking forward to that, because I like the lead. I like the guy who's playing the lead.
Glenn Powell.
Yeah, Glenn Powell. He was anyone but you with Sydney Sweeney. I never wanted to be an actor so much in my life as him in that movie. Haha, ho.
And of course, we get the younger versions of Bowen and Einan here.
Yep. Although Bowen's still played by
Dennis Quaid, yeah.
Dennis Quaid. Probably split the difference in his own age. We need to slap a prince like that, you've got to have a good relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, that music. I need this score. I do not have. I have to double check. I might have this score somewhere. Well, I honestly don't think so.
Of course, Brian Thompson.
Yes, who I had the honor of being choked by at a convention.
Oh.
Yeah, he was at a sci-fi convention, and I got my picture taken, and he pretend choked me. And I was just all about it. I was just so happy. He was a little drunk. To be honest. Yeah, he was having fun. Let's just say that. But yeah, he was a great guy. It was a lot of fun.
There's Randy Edelman at the score.
A
lot of interesting names behind the scenes here. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. We have the same costume designers in Glorious Bastards. We have the same director of photography as Pitch Black, and I think Mad Max. I think David Egby did that as well, if I remember correct. And
now the original Mad Max or the new one?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I might be wrong with that, but I know he did one of them. The people are revolting.
Yeah, they've always been
Here we
revolting.
go. Here we go.
Oh! That's an ugly crown.
Mm. Directed by Rob Cohen, who, of course, did first Fast and Furious, Daylight.
I just a little off thing. The kid they have playing the young prince looks like a young David Thewlis.
Yeah, he does.
Lee Oaks, young Iron. He'd make a good Targaryen prince. Yeah. Do you watch House of Dragon? House of the Dragon?
I haven't seen it yet.
It's a good show. I really enjoy it. I never watched Game of Thrones like regularly or anything. I kind of kept abreast of what was going on a little bit. But House of Dragon I started watching because I was able to. And just good show. I said, let Bowen take care of this. Ooh, ow, ooh, ow, ow. That's Jason Isaacs, isn't it? I know he's in the film. I like how they really set this kid up as being an absolute butthead.
Whoops.
Ooh. Splurge.
Interesting move there, Diz.
Yeah. Who plays the young her? Sandra Kovasakova. I gotta admit, definitely has that Eastern European look. This takes place what 984 AD, supposedly.
And of course, Julie Christie.
Yeah, the great Julie Christie. Yeah, 984. maybe not. So I did the medieval reenactment stuff. This was the era I liked, that Saxon up to the Battle of Hastings time. I can't say that the outfits are authentic or anything, but they're better than a lot I've seen.
Yeah, this isn't Quest of the Delta Knights or something. This is actually a big budget.
Yeah. Oh, he's worse. God, I love Sean Connery's voice. That music. Oh. I like how they keep Draco like in the shadows.
Yeah. Don't want to give away the store just yet.
No, I do. I was reading when I was reading a little bit about the film earlier. I didn't know that they actually had a more impressive design for Draco. They wanted to have like iridescent, shining, kind of almost sparkly version, but they ran out of time to get it done. I'm kind of glad that they didn't, because Night of the Old Code.
Well, what they have here is still not bad.
It's to me, it's one of the great dragons. I mean, my favorite, we're going to see tomorrow night on Netter's channel, is Vermithrax from Dragon Slayer. It's always been one of my favorites. And I'll give Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon a lot of credits. They have some great dragons on there. There's also a good film called He Is Dragon from Russia, which I showed on my channel a couple years ago at Valentine's Day, February area, because it's a romance, which is a really, really cool kind of dragon becomes man, falls in love with a princess kind of story. But that's a good one too. I like that movie a lot. I need to revisit that one. Yeah, that's Jason Isaacs. God, they got a great actor play that kid, because he looks like a brat. He's got a very punchable face. Look at him. Look at evil eyes and that clenched mouth. Oh, I missed Tim's comments. I think you're gonna blend to death by now. Not if the script doesn't say so.
Well, it is a fantasy film, so
yeah, it's. I mean, there's a dragon, for God's sake.
12 years later.
Peter Postlethwaite.
Excuse me. Postlethwaite, of course.
Hello. Always liked him as an actor. God rest his soul. I love that he can't see what's going on, but it's just like you just hear what's going on. He can pile it on, can he? Moses tied his ass to a tree and walked for 40 miles. It's in the Bible. Or is this Jason Isaac? That's Jason Isaac. I had him mixed up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Kind of funny. Jason Isaac's in a film with a character named Draco. Not going to be the first time. Or it won't be the last time, I should say.
I
like
first
that.
saw David Thewlis in a movie called, and it was an independent film called Naked, directed by Michael Lee, who's kind of known for kind of allowing his actors to improvise with the script.
Yeah,
And
that's actually the movie that kind of got him this role.
Well,
for what I understand.
Yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense. Very kind of dark character drama. He's kind of this wastrel kind of character who kind of comes in and out of people's lives, makes kind of a mess of things, and then kind of wanders back out again. Interesting film, though. I do recommend it.
One of the Dina Meyer.
Hello.
I love her. She is she's just one of those great beauties.
She's one of those that doesn't age either, you know.
Of course, like definitely Starship Troopers definitely if you weren't a fan of hers before, it kind of would help you make you one of hers.
Oh, look out.
Of course, Jason Isaac, always great at playing the bad guy. Yep, saw that coming. This Birds of Prey sequel is weird. Everybody gets that, I hope.
Yeah.
Because she played Batgirl in a Birds of Prey TV series a long time ago. Or actually, she was more Oracle because she was in her wheelchair. I like that show, despite the hinky changes they did to it. I like the cast. I like how he's got the dragon's teeth on his shield. Or claws, whatever. You got to give Bowen credit. He's a brave man. Maybe a little foolhardy, but he is brave. Is that the first really good view of Draco?
Mm-hmm.
Whee! Flying over the trees. I like how he's devised these little tricks over time.
That kind of backfired on him.
Yeah, he's going for a ride.
And now as I said before, the director of photography of this movie is a fellow named David Egby. And among his credits is Warlock, and it has kind of a similar scene to this.
Is that a Western?
Not the Western. It's another
Okay.
kind of fantasy film. Was
Oh, okay. Okay, I know there's a Western
Yeah.
called Warlock. Ugh.
one with the. Oh, look out!
Ugh. I do like the comedy elements in this film. I
Yeah.
really do. That. Oh. I like how you go, yikes. Now, of course, if Draco were smart, he'd just burn the rope at his feet. Ooh. Oh, oh, whoa. Whoops. Oh, Gesundheit. I like that he blows fire out of his nose and not his mouth. It's kind of neat. Oh, oh. Oh. I love this scene. He needs to floss. What do you expect with old knights in my molars? Ugh. So I think that foot and the head, or like when he was in the mouth, were the only actual parts of the dragon that they built in real life.
And so their little scheme begins.
And it's I mean, once you get to the trust area, it's a great scheme. I like that juxtaposition there from his shadow on the water to Draco's under the water. Yeah, Dragon's a good swimmer.
Say.
Yummy, yummy. That almost reminds me of the cover of the Willow sequel that Chris Claremont and George Lucas wrote. They had a cover kind of reminded me of that, but it might be, like I said, I might be having like a false memory or something. It's party like it's 999. Well, it's 984. Yeah, they still got a few years before before the Y1K.
Yeah.
I have them. I think I still have it. I gotta look one day, see if I can find it. A book about the year 1000 and just how crazy it got. Whoa.
Wow. See?
Julie Crystal's character, Julie Christie's character is a kind of interesting one because she knows her son is a bastard.
Yeah.
Not in the regular term of bastard, but in the like just rotten human being version of the term bastard.
I'm late for Malcolm McDowell practice.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nine. That's right. There was a 12-year thing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim. I forgot about that. I'm not good at math. Well, I'm not bad at math actually.
Oh yeah, it would be.
I forgot about that 12.
It started out in 984 or so.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then jump.
996. Yeah.
She is a feisty thing. How old is she now? Let me see here. Dina Meyer is 55. Oh man, she is so perfect for me. I'm 59. Very age appropriate.
Well, I'm 51 now, so I don't mind a 50-something woman around. Getting to where I prefer it, actually.
That's true. I hope you like it well done.
How many other Welsh dragons do you know? It's an Entish. You wouldn't understand it. Ah, Dragon Dude. Oh. Evil King down.
He cray. I'm sorry. If he were smart, this girl would have been dead a long time ago.
Yeah, but it's also partially that you've tried to kill me on several occasions and I'm kind of into it.
Yeah, I know. Which says a lot.
Yeah.
I like how they got to this point. Although it is kind of like weird how trusting he is in this dragon now. If he had, unless he does come to realize there's really only one of them that he was pissed at, even though he doesn't know it is this one. It was Bond, James Bond.
Ah, a Rubik's Castle. Meanwhile, underneath Hogwarts, it does look like the same set a little bit.
Also kind of looks a little bit like the Phantom's Lair from Phantom of the Opera. Softly, slowly. I need to watch that again. I like that movie. I know a lot of people kind of didn't, but I watched it at a very bad time in my life, and it really kind of, eased my soul a little bit.
I think everybody has a movie like that.
Yeah, I was really going through a bad time right before my first surgery, and that movie came on, and I just let myself get lost in it. It took my mind off everything, and I really appreciated that. Oh, I love this. I wouldn't mind her squishing a melon in my face, so to speak.
Attack!
It's just I'm got no money in the budget to show stars. And besides the Slovakia, it's not England. The stars would be wrong. See Titanic. They went back and fixed it for the home release. I do know that. That was Neil deGrasse Tyson kind of brought that to James Cameron's attention. No, but they'd still be able to see Draco though. It's not off kilter that they could see Draco in Slovakia. It's a little more south than England, but not greatly so. I only chewed in self-defense. I never swallowed. That was a Clinton joke that they threw in there.
I did not inhale. And I did not have sexual contact with that woman. It was Lewinsky. Yeah, right. Don't cross my mind.
Dun, dun, dun. You know, it's kind of also weird that he wears white. Big the villain. And he wears white. Talk about breaking a man's heart. He really did love that kid as a son, and he just was blind to what he truly was.
Poster shot, as I recall. One of them.
Ideal for a watch party. Maybe Dr. Strangelove. Definitely a possibility. Might have to put that into thought rotation. Have you ever seen Dr. Strangelove?
I have.
Yeah, that's a cool film. You know, another cool film from around the same time, kind of a, I don't want to, if you could say similar theme, but kind of a dealing with kind of a similar thing. But, oh, damn, what's it called?
Failsafe?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Failsafe.
Yeah.
I couldn't get Fair Play out of my head. And I knew, I was like, that's not it. But I know it begins with an F. Failsafe. Good film. I remember I was in a rehab, and my roommate got easily upset at some things before I really knew that he did. And I was watching Failsafe on television, and he was getting upset. He actually called the nurse to complain that I was watching some film where they're talking about bombing America and bombing New York, and I don't know why he's watching that kind of thing. And I was like, it's an old movie. It's
Yeah, they did a live version of it some years back.
almost two dragons.
What?
This is funny. Actually, it's about the same size. Uh, uh-oh. Dragon steaks. The mud's slowing them down. I love the little touch of Gilbert having a shell around his neck. Because they would use it like to baptize.
Mm.
If I remember correctly, that was a slip. He didn't really mean to do it. They kept it in. That would be disconcerting. I need to get the novel. I heard there's some cool stuff in the novelization.
Well, the writer of the film did the novelization as well, if I remember correct.
Yeah, but there were things they left out.
Oh, sure. Novelizations are something I'd kind of like to see come back, especially with the odious films, you know.
I like that line. This is a cool scene. I like he's doing it in the rain. It's almost like he's being baptized again.
Yeah.
Rechristened tonight.
Arise, good Sir Knight.
I love this imagery right here.
You are the last dragon.
Are we going to beat Iron? Show enough.
The Shogun of Avalon.
Time for a training montage. A medieval training montage. Oh! I read the casting note about her. Is that she when they saw her, I was like she seemed like a woman that would be scary holding an axe coming at you, or something like that. Like she needed to seem fearsome with an axe in her hand. Yeah, it'd be rather terrifying to see. This Harry Potter prequel is weird.
Yeah.
I love the Queen's kind of plan.
Oh, okay. That was weird. I didn't.
Well, I do know
Yeah,
in novelization they each had names, but they never
Yeah,
really
there's-
mentioned here.
Supposed to be more scenes with them. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a nice landscape.
When Burnham Wood reaches
I was thinking the same thing. When Burnhamwood comes to Dunsinane. That's freaky, man. I was literally on the same phrase. That's a bumpy ass helmet he's got. Which would totally defeat the purpose that a helmet is meant for. You hit that guy in the head, it's going to catch.
Mm.
You want a blade to skint off of it. Oh, that height. Yeah, that guy's helmet, you take the horns off of it, you got something to work with. I love a good nasal Spangen helm, you know.
Hmm.
You know that term, right? Spangen helm.
Refresh my memory.
It's like the construction of a helmet where you've got the 4 bars and then with the plates in it and the nasal, like
Wow.
like what kind of like what they've got, sort of.
Hmm.
We always call them Spangen helms. They were rather easily constructed sometimes, as far as, you know, put a little time into it. It's the kind of helmet you would find in like the 1000, 1066. Yeah, like I like Einen's helmet here.
Yeah.
The peasants truly are revolting. This will end like Monty Python, the Holy Grail. No, not quite.
Yeah.
No cops are going to come along and arrest everybody. Yeah, see those kind of helmets, so like with the 4 panels and the the nose protection.
I see.
I like those kind of helmets because they could be pointy like that, or they could be like closer to the skull, a little more rounded. I like Gilbert's hesitance to kill anybody, being a holy man. He's going to help the pretty girl. Ouch. Uchi.
Aikiba.
Ooh.
He would have made a good Friar Tuck.
Yeah. Or an Ewok. That was a good Ewok move. Ooh. I love a fighting girl.
Crazy World of King Arthur Brown. Yeah. I'm the god of hellfire.
Should have been the leg. If you don't want. Oh. There goes the dragon.
They're working on it too.
He's put 2 and 2 together. He's missing his little part of his horn there.
Not customary to save the dragon. have to.
Hey, I've played plenty of D&D games where dragons are pretty cool people. I myself was a dragon lord in a game my friend had put together.
Oh,
Like in one of our games, I went. All the dragons chose champions, and then the champions fought, and whoever was left was the dragon lord. I was sponsored by 2 dragons, a copper dragon. No, was he copper? Yeah, copper and blue. And I won. I like that spear. Oh, I'd have the hook maybe a little farther down. Well, maybe not. That's about where the boar spear would put its cross guard. You know you're a bastard when even your mother wants you dead. Ooh, nice kick up. Ooh. Now it does make me wonder: can he? Will he live a normal human life, or will he die and then die, or is he immortal with the dragon's heart? Makes you wonder. I mean, I'm sure he thinks he's immortal. Yep. Whoops. You know, I just realized I have 1 degree of separation from Dina Meyer.
Alrighty.
Because she is fighting a man that choked me.
Ooh.
You know she's badass when she can take him down. but there were no strong women in film.
No,
since
none.
Ray. Since Ray,
Not at all.
before Ray. Was it Bowen's sword that got broke?
Yeah.
Looks like the other one's broke too. Oh no, his is full.
Yeah, his sword got broken.
Oh yeah, what if he chops your head off? You'll be immortal then. I love that axe because it's like a dragon wing shape.
And we joined a Jariba line and stuff. Oh, wait.
That's a cool scene. Now there is. Now This is such a beautiful. I mean, it's sad, but it's a beautiful ending. Oh, this music. Oh, God. This ripped my heart out every time I see it. Oh, the great dragon souls bringing him to join him. And there he is. So the one thing, they should have had the heart twinkle. You know what I mean? Oh, so beautiful. Such a beautiful ending. Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it. I hope those who were watching along with us enjoyed that too. Yeah, you know what? What? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna. Mine was kind of insignificant. What were you saying?
Well, there was a time when we almost got a very different movie. There were, I mean, of course, they went to almost every leading man in Hollywood to play Bowen.
Yeah.
But the actor who was in fact originally cast was Christopher Reeve.
Yes, it was. And the other, and he got in his accident, and then he wasn't able to do it.
Yeah,
I think he'd have been a great Bowen.
He would have, yeah.
That would have been impressive to see him do that role. But Dennis Quaid. I've always liked Dennis Quaid. He's a solid actor in his own right, and he looked like a grizzled knight who kind of lost his way, only to once again find his faith in being a knight. I thought he played it well. But man, Christopher Reeve, that would have been a noble role for him to play. I know Robin Williams was approached at one
Yes.
time, and Robin wanted to play Draco, wanted to do the voice of Draco, but
Mhm.
didn't quite happen. But yes, Dragonheart, of course. Like I said, if you love dragons, you got to join us tomorrow night on Netters Network, 10 p.m. Eastern, for Dragon Slayer. Which is a whole different kind of dragon, and probably still to this day my favorite screen dragon. Is it the best? I don't know, but it's still my favorite because that was when I first saw that. I was like, "That's terrifying."
Yeah.
So
The dragon in Dragon Slayer gives 0 Fs. He's just gnarly. Yeah.
Yeah, you do not F around with that because you will find out if you F around.
Yeah.
So that is tomorrow night on Films with Friends. Next week on Films with Friends, Saturday night, which is my night, is going to be Better Off Dead with John Cusack, which I'm looking forward to that one as well. But let's kind of go through the week real quick. Tonight, at 10 o'clock, so in about 10 minutes, got Last Call with Troy Pacelli. They're doing Urban Legends tonight. You got anything going on tomorrow?
Not tomorrow as of yet, but I on Sunday,
Okay.
I will have my next episode of Unscripted, entitled Under My Skin, which is going to be about the viral marketing behind the movie Longlegs, which you may have seen.
I'm looking forward to that.
The trailers for the Nicolas Cage, Micah Monroe, and honorary Al Pal Alicia Witt is in that film as well.
She is my first declared herself an Al Pal. Got it on. I have gotten the video. Troy, Nanette, and Professor Geek a few years ago bought me a cameo of her, and she sent me a little message. She said, "Consider her an Al Pal." I was like, "Cool deal, celebrity Al Pal." But yeah, Longlegs. Looking forward to that one. That looks good. Looks spooky. So that is a Sunday night at 8 o'clock, which of course is followed by Geeky Geezers. And after Geeky Geezers, The Other Side of Midnight, the show I'm always sleeping through. I wake up at 3 o'clock and realize, whoops. But thank you for keep sending the link. One of these days I'm going to pop in. I'm just going to my eyes are going to pop open at 12 o'clock and I'm going to be able to get on there. But The Other Side of Midnight, it's 12:05 Eastern. Sunday night, Monday morning, depends on how you want to think about it. I'm not sure what he might be watching. Troy, of course, does Monday night Last Call at the movies, usually a double feature. Tuesday night, the live from Sparkwood 21 on Deleted Scenes channel, and of course piggybacked by everybody else on there. You guys are doing Twin Peaks: The Return still, right?
Yep. Episode 2 of season 3.
Episode 2. Nothing on Wednesday. Thursday, of course, I'm sure we'll have Thursday things. Next Friday, I will be joining Troy Pacelli on Last Call with Troy Pacelli if he still does. I'm going to cut the Cosby down now. Leave. If he is still going to do cryptids, I will be joining him because I love me some cryptids. Bigfoot, the Yeti, Loch Ness Monster, Chupacabra, Momo, the Grass Man, the Falk Monster, Pike Creek Monster, same thing. Skunk Ape, all of them. Gonna be talking about that kind of stuff next Friday, which of course then leads us into Saturday and Better Off Dead from 1980. I want to say 83, but somewhere in there. John Cusack, Diane Franklin, great cast, funny movie, just kind of really quirky. A Savage Steve Holland film, if you guys know his work. And 2 weeks after that, I'm going to watch another one called One Crazy Summer. So definitely going to have a lot of fun in July. Deleted Scenes, thank you for joining us. Sorry, the Birdman never showed up. Don't know what.
Yeah.
I'm sure something happened. He has a new puppy in the home.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of dogs in the house, and they get a little rambunctious. They were on the stream last night, getting a little rambunctious with each other. So that could have been it. Plus his work schedule is weird. Thank you everybody for joining us. If you go over to Troy Patelli's, just say Phil's with Friends raid or something. Just let them know. It's like, just coming over from Phil's with Friends. Yay. But definitely check him out tonight. Thank you everyone for joining us for this. We'll do it again in 2 weeks. Don't know what we're going to do yet. Got a couple ideas floating around, but we'll definitely be back in a couple of weeks, hopefully, with another film. Any final words?
Well, yes, I would like to once again thank everyone for joining us in the chat, especially Tim and Lady Mist, and anybody else that might have been watching. Of course, everybody who watches the replay, please don't forget to hit the like, share out the stream, subscribe to our channels, especially Al, who's criminally undersubbed as far as I'm concerned. Say hello in the comments, and as I always say at the end of every show,
I don't know myself much, but that's just me.
Right. And as I of course say at the end of every show, good night, take care, stay strong, because this is how we win.
Yep, like I said, Dragonheart tonight, Dragon Slayer tomorrow night. Keep this weekend, and House of Dragon on Sunday. Make it a dragon weekend. It's cool. Bring some fire into your weekend. Take care, everybody. Find something fun to watch. Take care, and thanks for joining us again.